All right, so as promised, I'm gonna return to streaming some Dynasty content. Look, I like my long form Dynasty content, so that's what we're gonna do, right? But you see it right there, week 2, 2027. We're in year 3 of this Dynasty. Those of you who are gonna tune into this may not understand or may not realize. Like again, I said this earlier in my other stream when I was doing the Big East Dynasty that I'm not gonna restart a Dynasty for a channel that doesn't have a bunch of followers. So I'm gonna pick up where I'm at, and I'm gonna catch you guys up on everything possible here in this stream, and then we're gonna play a game. That's my intent, at least. So take about 15 to 20 minutes to kind of catch everything up. It's really all the time it needs to be, and then we're gonna move forward. Okay. So with that said, let's go to CFB history. Let's just take a look through it. The Big Ten has won 4 straight national championships. Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State won year 1 of this dynasty over Michigan. So, solid there. USC beats Georgia in year 2. That's your national championship to this point. Conference championships. We have won conference championships in both years. We won the Conference USA title at UTEP. That's where we started as an offensive coordinator. We started at UTEP. Had a great offense there. We played really well. We won that game 19-17. Finished season 8-5. We would go on and I believe win the bowl game to go 9-5, if I am not mistaken, in that one. In year 2, we moved to the Mountain West because all conferences are currently as they will be in 2026. UTEP, we win, go 10-3, a 28-21 win over San Jose State. It was our second win over them in the season, which moves us on to the a bowl game. We didn't play for a we didn't make the playoffs. We were behind Tulane. So UTEP, we would go to the Idaho Potato Bowl. We'd win it. We'd finish 11-3. Other notes here. Miami won year 1 in the ACC. Clemson won year 2. Duke has made it both years as the number 4 team in the country. In the American, USF beat Tulane, and then Tulane beat USF. In the Big 12, Texas Tech beat BYU, and then BYU took down Oklahoma State. In the Big 10, Penn State beat Oregon, and USC beat Ohio State. Conference USA, UTEP, and then New Mexico State. The MAC, Toledo beat Buffalo, and Buffalo revenges it and gets their win over Toledo. Talked Mountain West already. Boise State won year 1. The Pac-12 was won by Washington State in year 1. I believe that to be correct, but I can't say for certain. Washington State then beat San Diego State by 1 to win it for a second season in a row. The SEC won by Georgia over Texas and then Texas over Georgia. We've got 3 years in a row of that matchup. Hopefully that'll change, but who knows. The Sun Belt. The Sun Belt won by Southern Miss over Old Dominion, and then Marshall takes down Southern Miss in year number 2. That's where we currently sit right now with that. Not going to go through all the other conference championship stuff. That's just where we were after 2026. Records. We had some records. We've set one this year as well. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. But we did have some Conference USA records. We did not set any records, I don't believe, in the Conference USA. No, not at all. In the Mountain West, I don't believe we set any either in a season. I don't see any. And I still don't see any here. So there's where we are with records as far as that goes. As far as UTEP records, I think we did set a few. Career records, we did not do anything there. Game records, we did not do anything in a game. Season records, Malachi Nelson set the passing record in a single season. Dwayne Morris, a running back, set the record for rushing or for receptions in a season. He also set the record for rushing touchdowns in a season. Dwayne Morris won the Heisman in year 2. We'll talk more about that here in a second. At Wake Forest, we've already set a school record in a game with Daniel Hill. We picked him up. We'll talk more about the roster here in a minute, but we had 5 rushing touchdowns in game number 1. You haven't seen the score yet? We'll talk about that game. Nothing more to really show here. CFB history, though. We got to go back through some awards. The Heisman Memorial Trophy was won by Zachariah Branch in 2025, and again, Dwayne Morris, our running back at UTEP. Real life, Dwayne Morris is a running back at Tennessee. He transferred in. We had a lot of fun using him. It was a very fun pickup. We get back for Ashton G&T being able to not win. Coach of the Year, Spencer Danielson and Dabo Sweeney. The Broyles, we have not won any of it, but you see them there. Rocco Beck ended up transferring to Clemson. Byron Brown at USF. We'll go through some of these. I'm not going to spend my time on all of this stuff here, but you'll see the things you want to see if there's anything of note. But you'll see we've won the Doak Walker 2 years in a row with our running backs. We run the ball very well in this dynasty, and we're going to continue doing that with our guys. We're also watching Colin play his Dynasty game in our Big East Dynasty. You guys know that we're always going to keep that around, and that's always going to make it in there. But yeah, so we've won back-to-back Doak Walker awards. Josh Shucks won the Mackey as best tight end in college football last season. He was one of our leading receivers. We don't have any other big deal. Joe Bowman won the Groza in year 1, but that's it. Nolan Hauser won it in year 2, clearly. Dwayne Morris wins the Maxwell Award. Walter Camp Award was Dwayne Morris. Really not a whole lot else to add here. We don't have a whole lot of anything. Dwayne Morris wins the Sean Alexander Award, best freshman in the country. So there's that. There's your catch up to that. Coach stats. Our stats so far. We have a 20-9 career record by technicality, but we're 1-0 as a head coach. 1-0. That's the only number that matters. Let's talk about coaches where they are. The ACC, Dabo Sweeney still at Clemson. Manny Diaz still at Duke. Lou Hernandez, technically, whatever you want to call him, is still at Miami. Marcus Freeman is now at Georgia Tech. He was just recently fired by Notre Dame. Pat Narduzzi still at Pitt. Justin Wilcox at Cal. Brian Silverfield took over at Florida State after year 1. Has not had a great start with Florida State. 7-7 you saw there. Jeff Brown, Bill O'Brien still around. Shane Beamer now at Stanford. He's 0-1 so far. He was fired by South Carolina. Matt Rule, currently at Syracuse as a head coach. He's 7-7 there. Brent Price still at Virginia Tech. We just replaced Jake Dickert at Wake. Bill Belichick, whatever. 11-14 at North Carolina. Tony Elliott took over at NC State. He's 0-2 so far. He was fired at Virginia too. Devin McGraw's 0-1 at Virginia, and Jonathan Smith took over for SMU. He's 0-1 as well. He was fired by Michigan State. In the American, Brian Newberry remains. John Summerall remains. That's sad. But Jeff Monk and Eric Morris, Trent Dilfer, Blake Harrell, a lot of the coaches remain. Mike Pope is a new one. Scott Abell still there. Joe Moorhead's now at Temple. Sorry. Trey Lamb still around. Zach Kitley, Sonny Cumby now at UTSA. Jeff Traylor left. We'll see how that goes. And then another new coach, Alex Galesh, is somewhere else. Tim Albin still at Charlotte. Mike Norvell currently at Baylor. He's 11-4 at Baylor, so things working out for him post Florida State. Jim Mora is at BYU, and he's 12-4. So year 2 was good. Mike Gundy got fired, and Jeff Traylor took over and started winning, 13-3. By the way, it's 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Colin is tied at USF with Syracuse on the road in the JMA Wireless Dome. Jason Candles now at Iowa State. That's the second straight Toledo head coach that they have. Former Toledo head coach. They are 8-6 under him. Matt Campbell's 9-5 at TCU in his time with the Frogs. Brent Venables at Texas Tech. He's 2-0 in year 2. I believe he was fired by Oklahoma. Kyle Whittingham still at Utah. Lane Kiffin is at Arizona State and is 2-0. Chris Kleiman's still around. Chuck Martin moved from Miami, Ohio to Cincinnati. He's 5-8 so far. Rich Rod is still rolling. Brent Brennan still kicking. Scott Frost. GJ Kinney now at Houston took over for took over for, Willie Fritz after Fritz retired, and Lance Leipold remains. Sherrone Moore still at Michigan, 31-12 record. He hasn't been bad. Ryan Day is 90-19. He's still at Ohio State. James Franklin still at Penn State. Kalani Sitake is now at UCLA. He left for that job. He's 11-4 with the Bruins. Lincoln Riley's still around, of course. Spencer Danielson now at Oregon. We'll talk more about where Dan Lanning is here later. Alex Galesh at Indiana. He's 1-0 so far. Jed Fish is currently 25-15 at Washington. Got them ranked in the top 10. Mick Cloud, I don't know who this is, but he's in Iowa. Clearly, this is the Kirk Ferentz guy. Mike Loxley still at Maryland. Greg Schiano now at Nebraska. He's 7-6. David Braun still at Northwestern. Luke Fickle. PJ Fleck now at Illinois. He's 1-1 after being fired by Minnesota. That was a job we were offered, but I decided to take the Wake job instead. Brent Key now at Michigan State. He's 5-8 so far there. Mark Stoops at Minnesota is 1-0. New coach at Purdue, Cole Nortman, 0-2. And then Thomas Hammock left Northern Illinois. He's now 4-9 at Rutgers. Conference USA. If there's anything that makes sense to me to point out, I will, but there's not. Kenny Dillingham is currently the head coach at Notre Dame. He's 1-0 in his first game there after being hired. Hey! Get in here and lay down. Leave it. Come on. Ever since it got cold, those who live in the country know that you get mice in the house sometimes. I think there's a mouse down here in my basement because I'm pretty sure that's what the dog just tried to chase. So, lovely stuff. We'll see if that gets caught sometime later. But Kenny Dillingham at Notre Dame. Tim Beck is at Akron. Really, there's no changes here, I don't think. Fran Brown at Kent State. Interesting. He's 4-9 there, too. He got fired early. And then Jake Dickert now at Eastern Michigan after being fired from Wake Forest. Scotty Walden remains. That's because he's been so good, thanks to our help, that Scotty Walden remains the head coach there. No changes really at all here. We do have Timmy Chang. He's our offensive coordinator. Bobby Humphreys is a new head coach at Hawaii. Other than that, no changes. Isla, come here. Quit. Brett Bielema is at Boise State right now. Seemingly the only change there. In the SEC, we got Kirby Smart at Georgia. Dan Lanning at Oklahoma. Steve Sarkisian at Texas. Clay Helton at Auburn. He's back in the Power 4 level. Rhett Lashley moved over to Ole Miss, replaced Lane Kiffin. He's 1-0 so far there. Joey McGuire left Texas Tech to go to Texas A&M. Syracuse, I think, just tied it up. It's going to be 38-38 with a minute to go in that game. Kalen DeVore still at Alabama. He's 30-10 so far. Billy Napier at Florida. Mike Elko now at Arkansas. 1-0 there. Jamie Chadwell is at Kentucky. Hugh Freeze is at Mississippi State after being fired from Auburn. Clark Leah, new head coach at South Carolina. Cool. And then Jared Romberg at Vandy. Sunbelt. We'll see if there's any changes. Mike Gundy is now at Troy. Everything else remains pretty much the same there on the head coaching side. So with that said, it's kind of your catch up on where guys are, where players are. Let's look at our career stats here. Or sorry, no, I wasn't looking for our career stats, but Noah Gillen was the starting quarterback last season. He's not anymore. We got Jaden Davis. Let's go ahead and talk about the rosters here for a minute. So Colin takes the lead at the USF. 8 seconds to go in that game. It's now 44-38 on what was a deep pass. Chaz Nimrod. All right, so let's take a look at our roster here, and we'll go through some of the rest of it as well. But at quarterback, we got Jaden Davis, Noah Gillen, and then Gideon Ehedigbo, a guy that we're excited to have. He plays well, but we're all in on Jaden Davis for the next year, really next 2 years. I don't think he's going pro. Running back is Daniel Hill, and it's not even close. Daniel Hill, David Egbe has been pretty good so far, and then Ty Clark's got some playing time, but not a lot of use out of any of them so far, other than Daniel Hill, obviously. Jeremiah Melvin we're excited about, but we really like Xavier Widener so far. Gregory Qualls had 3 touchdowns, I believe, in that first game. So he's going to be a guy that we continue to look for. Chris Lawson was solid. Lyndon Riveri was pretty solid for us as well. We have some pretty fun players here at receiver. Tight end, it's Carter Nelson, transferred in from Nebraska. Pumped for that. The offensive line was decent in game 1, but we played Liberty. We'll go over that game. The defensive line's been great, but it was really Timothy Gully and Jermaine Pearson. Both of them came up with a sack. Rashard Mama had a sack in this game. I mean, it was a pretty solid performance from this team there. Linebacker, we're led by Darius Jones. That's pretty much it. You see a little bit of Greg Bobo and Anthony Countess as well, but not a lot of anybody else. Our corners are decent. John Mitchell and Jalen Edmond are just fast, and that's going to help us out a lot. Sacha Garcia plays a little bit. He played pretty well in that first game. Mr. Clark had a decent day. He's from FIU, I believe. Yeah, started at FIU, transferred in last season. Now here with us in year 3. Excited to see what he does as that 4th corner. Not a lot of anybody else getting time there. Cody DeCambra and Miles Turpin play a good amount. Both of these guys are on the field. Derek Orlando probably is going to see some time as well. Like our safety room. Tawfiq Byard we picked up from Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, picked him up from Colorado. He had 68 tackles and 42. He was all over the field last week in our game. So pretty good there. Kicker, we got Gregory Bichetti. 91 kick power, 89 kick accuracy, and then our punter, Ernie Weiner. Pause. Ernie Weiner has been all right for us, but we didn't really use him last week, and we'll get more into that. Now, there's one thing I need to change real quick, okay? I do not fuck with this number at all. An 89, a running back's not wearing 89. So what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and change that real quick. You're going to see what I do, how I change it. As far as I'm aware, I can't even change the ratings without the development anyways, but you're going to see that I am simply just changing his number because 89 is outrageous. I'm not having any player wearing number 89 here. Not a running back anyways. We'll give him 7. 7 feels like a man bun number, so we'll give him 7. Everybody else is fine. That was the only number I saw that was out of whack, but there's your look at our roster. We'll go through, and quarterbacks are the ones that everybody seems to know, so we'll go through quarterbacks real quick in the college football landscape. Air Force, nothing to be noted. Nothing to be noted. Nothing to be noted here. Jeremy Hicklinski is at App State. That's about the only real difference there. Here we don't see any changes. Juju Lewis, out at Arizona State. They also got George McIntyre of Tennessee. No other real change there. Michael Hawkins Jr. is now at Arkansas, playing for Mike Elko, if I'm not mistaken, if I got that one right. Nothing really big change there. Deuce Knight now the starter at Auburn. He still remains there. Walker White at Baylor. Tavian St. Clair at Boise State out there, so that's exciting. Dylan Lonergan remains at Boston College. Ryan Brown, former Purdue quarterback, also remains at Boston College. They got a bunch of seniors on this team. No changes or nothing crazy there. Drew DeShields, current Kent State quarterback in real life, is now at Buffalo. No change at BYU or nothing worth mentioning. As time goes on, we really won't recognize any names, so we'll just kind of go through what we can here. Blake Barnett and Cutter Boley, both at Cincinnati behind Brennan Ward. Bryce Underwood just transferred to Clemson in the offseason. That's a big deal there. Chris Denson is, I think, a created player. And then Christopher Vizina remains at Clemson, a 91 speed quarterback. Man, they got some fast guys at QB. We play them later this year, too. We'll talk about the schedule. Brian Cutrera, this is a guy we were in the battle for quarterback, but we decided to let him walk in favor of Jaden Davis. Turns out that was our correct decision. No big changes here to make. This is ECU's roster. We'll take a look at them here in a minute, since we play them. Chase Herbstreit, currently at Eastern Michigan. Samaj Jones, Cincinnati quarterback. You see him in our Dynasty a little bit. He transferred out, but we've seen him a little bit over time. FIU, nothing to make note of. Nothing to make note of at FIU. This is your look at FSU. Rodney Tisdale is probably the only name I really recognize there. Zebulon Kinsey. Zeb Kinsey. You just saw him earlier in that Dynasty, in the Big East Dynasty, when we put him in to play out the fourth quarter. He is currently at Fresno State. Georgia. Not a quarterback to be noted. Same thing here. Turner Helton probably is the one. I would assume that's Clay Helton's son, but that's about it. Nothing here. Georgia State. Nothing here. Drake Lindsey, maybe the only name of recognizable note. Demarcus Davis at Hawaii. He's pretty solid. Treston McMillan, 87 overall. Everything else is what it is. Aiden Gray at Illinois. Nothing crazy, but the fast quarterback, Kalen Banks, over there. He's a true sophomore, so he's a creative player. Nothing crazy. I'd say Brady Hart at JMU. That's probably the biggest thing there. Yeah, Brady Hart. That's a weird one. Micah Alejado over here at Kansas behind Isaiah Marshall. Where's Isaiah Marshall from? Trying to figure it out. New to the game. Austin Novosad currently at K-State. Lunch Winfield. What a name. Roman Gagliano over here at Kentucky. He was a backup for me at Middle Tennessee State when I first picked this game up. We just played Liberty. We'll talk more about that in a minute. I did not expect that to be what it was. Drew Messamaker, currently at North Texas, over here at Louisiana now. Deuce Adams now the quarterback at Louisville. Hank Brown still on the roster. John Kiawe Sagapolutele. My bad. Jesus, that was bad. Julian Sayin, both quarterbacks at LSU. That's interesting. Marshall, not a lot to add. Malik Washington still at Maryland. Arrington Maiden still at Memphis. Emory Williams, starting quarterback for that. Alberto Mendoza, this backup here at Miami. Jack Lausch, the current quarterback in Michigan. My goodness, that's bad. Okay. Kirk Francis at Michigan State. Michael Van Buren is at Middle Tennessee. Interesting. Interesting. Nothing here that makes a lot of sense to me. Luke Kromenhoek at Mississippi State still. See, there's some guys that don't move. Like Matt Zollers didn't move, which is nice. He's still at Mizzou. Liam Zarko left, said, you know what? I don't want to be in the Air Force. I'd rather be in the Navy. Hey, good call. Good call. Liam Zarka is at Navy, but he's behind AJ Brand. CJ Bailey, still at NC State. Dylan Raiola still here at Nebraska. Nothing crazy is here. Parker Awad, still pretty solid, but that's about it there. Awad, maybe? I don't know. Gio Lopez and Deshaun Purdy are still here. Nothing else I notice or note. Akili Smith is at North Texas. That's a real name. Jeremiah John Pierre there. Alessio Milivojevic. I don't know. But he's at Michigan State currently in real life. Nobody of note there. CJ Carr still remains at Notre Dame. JJ Cole left App State, went to Ohio University. Aaron Noland said, South Carolina's not for me. I'm going back to Ohio State. He's going to be the quarterback there. We talked about how Julian Say and Tavian St. Clair have both left the OSU program. Cole Welliver, starting quarterback here. Zane Flores, Hoss Haney still remain at Oklahoma State. Figured one of them might have transferred. Austin Simmons remains at Ole Miss. Dante Moore still at Oregon. Tramel Jones still in the game. That's one of the names that I do know. Ethan Grunkemeyer still at Penn State, playing pretty well. Eli Holstein has it figured out. Malachi Singleton. Nothing there. Stone Saunders. That's about it. Danny O'Neill currently at Sam Houston. He decided to leave Wisconsin and go. Or I think he was already at Sam Houston. Did I mix that up? No, he left Wisconsin to go play for his former OC, Phil Longo. Ryan Puglisi at SMU of Cincy fame currently, but yeah, he's at SMU here. Drew Overton's still there. Jackson Smolik still at Southern Miss. AJ Maddox at Syracuse. That's about it. Aaron Philo still in this game. Surprised he's a backup though. They got Adam Schobel and Ricky Collins at TCU. Kenny Minchie, the quarterback at Tennessee. Malachi Nelson just left UTEP with us as we left and goes to Texas. Nothing there. Drew DeVilliers, maybe. Well, that's about it for names of note. Same thing here. Blaze Berlowitz is a name I remember and recognize, but he has no stats. He's never played. Texas Tech has all new quarterbacks here. Same thing here at Toledo. Same thing here at Troy. Same deal at Tulane. Will Hammond is at Tulsa, but that's about it. He's not even a starter. It's Andrew Alford. Bryson Kimbrough, starter at UAB. Cade Fox, the quarterback. He was really good last year for USC. I'm just looking through. Jake Merklinger, former Tennessee quarterback at USF. Nothing else I see here. Jabari Johnson. Malachi Smith, but that's about it for quarterbacks. They don't really have a bunch. at UTEP anymore. Marcos Davila. Corey Fagan at Vandy, but that's about it there. Nothing there. Washington still has Damon Williams. We're getting close to the end, obviously, so things are going to kind of look whatever here. Nothing I know of there. Philip Ramsey, where's he from? Nowhere. Must be a JUCO guy. Yeah. Brian Staub has left Colorado and went to Wyoming. That's about it there. And that'll do it for our run through the quarterbacks. So I'm not going to spend all my time on all these guys because, hey, it is what it is. But with that said, now let's take a look at our schedule. Yes, we did that. And no, I didn't cheese the game. No, this was the first half stat line from our team because we didn't play any of our starters in the second half. Jaden Davis, 208, 2 touchdowns, 12 of 15. 14 carries, 238 yards, and 5 touchdowns from Daniel Hill. Averaged 17 yards a carry, 8 broken tackles. He was unbelievable. Daniel Hill was great. David Egba had a 50-yard touchdown run himself on it was one of his 2, 7 for 96. Gregory Qualls got a couple handoffs himself and had 53 yards. Didn't do a whole lot with anybody else, but these guys only played in the first half. Only the first half. Receiving, the team was pretty solid. Daniel Hill had 75 on the ground, or through the air as well. Again, didn't play in the second half. But the rest of this team, a lot of these guys just kind of getting their playing time where they could. Our defense, that's the guys we left in pretty much all day because they were just good. We had 9 sacks in this game. 4 from Jermaine Pearson. Noah Matthews had 2. Timothy Gully had 2. And then Rashard Mama, we talked about getting in there as well. TFLs, 5 for Jermaine Pearson. 1 interception, that was Derek Orlando. We talked about him getting some time in the game. I don't believe we forced a fumble. Yeah. But that was kind of our story there. And then we had a couple field goals that we put through for Bichetti. Our kick return was okay, but we were just generally good in this game. 754 yards of offense, 395 on the ground, added 359 through the air. Like, I didn't run this game up. I promise. I wish it showed. I wish I could find the scoring summary, but you can see the difference maker. We were 56-7 at halftime. It was just a dominating performance. I didn't expect them to be that bad, to be completely honest. So we play ECU. They're a much better team, and we're on the road for that one. So I'm excited to play that game. We're going to go ahead and hop right into it. I'm not going to waste my time with anything else. You can see the rest of the schedule here. We have a couple ranked teams supposed to be on our cards here. A game with Duke, a game at #1 Clemson. We're at Duke, by the way, at Clemson against SMU at home. Louisville's not going to be a cakewalk on the road. It's one of those, we've got a serious chance. Our recruiting is already done. We'll take a look at that after we advance again. But with that said, let me step away for just a moment, see if I can figure something. All right. All right, it is 4:30. I've got about an hour. All right, let's get it. That took a lot longer than I thought it would, but here you go. You see the ratings. I mean, we're not great. I mean, 90 points is crazy to have put up on anybody. We're gonna go that look. Man, I love the ECU look. So fun. Callie, get over here. Silly. All right. Get our offense out there. We're on the road. We're gonna go ahead and try to get the ball here. So here we go. First game of this dynasty that you guys are getting to see.
Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. Today, a clash that carries bragging rights within the confines of the state of North Carolina, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely.
We're getting ball
David
first
Pollock
here.
from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Starting this thing, and we're going to go ahead
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Wake Forest offense takes the field to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position.
Just see what our
He was
offense
a
has here.
monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense.
I mean, he
goes
breaks
through him.
first
All
contact
week
almost
long, they've
every
been
time.
stressing,
He has been
tackling,
unbelievable.
staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't
get a running
shut
back
this
like this
guy
in,
down.
in
You can only
Cincinnati
hope to
and not
contain
have,
him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Bringing the heat.
Breaking outside. And
He'll pull it down.
Had a man
and
open
he has
there.
a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Dixon, we just changed his number.
Shotgun,
no longer running
handoff
that
to the
unorthodox
back.
number 89.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive
ECU
identity.
clearly stacking
They'll
the
go
box
for
here,
it
trying
on
to slow
4th
down
down.
the running attack.
Has to get there to move the
Daniel
sticks.
gets it. first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
On the run, fires downfield.
Jaden Davis thought maybe he'd be able to get him across her.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
The expectations are minimal for this team. They went 1-11 last year. Wake Forest did before we showed up here. So, I mean, the expectations are small. Man, Phil fumbled, but I'm going to challenge that. They might actually
ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was.
I don't want that. I don't want that fumble to stand.
So. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
I know that's a silly thing to challenge because you may need it for something more significant later, but I do not want the fumble to be on his resume. After the first game he had,
the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Davis looking to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leads them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
transfer playing hard.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Demon Deacons are threatening on 1st and goal.
Peak's offense moving pretty well.
Trying to bully their way
first time.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
continuing
Demon
the
Deacs.
Success of Week 1's 90.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
A lot of excitement on this road trip here.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Patrick Creighton, since their starting quarterback, he was not bad himself. 5 touchdown passes. We'll see if we can.
And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
They like to throw the ball.
Really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Firing to the right, complete. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
They're going to go very
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
We might have a little trouble with that. Liberty like to just try to line up and
the give to the back.
Play their game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read.
Man, nobody back there.
Into the open.
Trying to punch the ball out. Couldn't
He's
quite get there.
finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
They are.
The Pirates are in the hurry up.
They're going to be a tough team to knock out in this game. At 90-7, I know it's not going to stand up, but man, it was impressive in week 1.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss.
We see what they want to do. We see what they're intending.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him.
Couldn't get there. Touchdown, ECU.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wideout.
Side here, see if we can make anything work with that.
The option look. Look out, he's got room.
Just going to take it.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot.
Turning it on.
Down the field, and
they
again,
finally
just
get it stopped. This veteran junior running
not
back comes up with a nice play.
Go down on that first contact.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Got a little wear and tear kicking in here. We're not going to use them too much.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Half, I don't think. The way this game's going to stay close,
pick up before the defense cuts him down.
To go down to the
and a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill.
We've been running the ball a lot. I think they're going to back off on
finishing
coverage here, maybe bring some pressure. So
to the ground to try to move the chains.
They didn't bring it the way we thought.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Pulls and fires complete.
They're running this like wide split.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, wow, what a play.
Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
They switched this on coverage, and it's a busted coverage, and it's a touchdown for ECU.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He got a step and just dusted the field.
playing football.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're
tough.
seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense
I mean, look,
had no chance
we're not in a
covering
position
that
to
guy
go out
down
and
the
win a
field.
bunch
It
of
makes
games,
them
but
look
this is one that we
silly
definitely
on
want
his
to
way
get.
in for the long
You don't
touchdown.
like going to Dowdy
Let's go to
Ficklin
the
as
studio
a Power
now
4
and check
team.
in with
You don't like
Kevin
going to Dowdy
Connors. Kevin,
Ficklin
what
as
do you got?
a North
Boys,
Carolina
if it's
team
happening
as
in
it
college
is.
football,
Nobody does.
we've got eyes on it. Check this out.
Man, they are tough.
Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the
Quite the
bigger,
way
more
I think we
physical running backs you'll
expected
see in the country, and we're used to seeing
to
him
move the ball in
push
this
the
game.
pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending
action
him
here.
back for a tackle for loss.
And there's Daniel Hill
Got a
on
man,
the
it's
passing
Hill.
game. That's the second time
There
we've
to make
gotten
the
him
tackle,
on
and that's
through the
how
air,
we'll
so
wrap up this first
maybe
period.
utilizing him a little more out of the backfield.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
In some trouble early. We're having a hard time with this ECU team. They're going to be a tough
Heading in the
out.
opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
I don't know what we can do much different. I mean, I'm trying to get guys involved here.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Davis will throw.
Man,
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. And the ball
I feel like
falls
we're in a spot where we really
And the
have to
offense
make
will
a shot
stay on
here,
the
like take a
field. Do you
shot.
think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And they can't connect, and the gamble does not
A
work
red
out.
throw on a wide open receiver from Davis, and now we are in trouble. The play drew up, the play executed the way it was designed, minus the throw.
You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad
ECU 's
situation
gonna
early
be
in
able to
this
punch
game
another
where
one
you're
in
going to have
there,
to try
I
to
think,
find a
and we are
way
able to
to
stop
get
it.
a stop and create some momentum.
The
This is one of
Pirates
the
headed
things
quickly to
that
the
I
line.
struggle pretty tremendously with when it comes to like computer games. Matching up with the computer on these
Power
hurry up,
football with the run.
like this,
And
this
he
turbo
never
set.
had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Zings it complete to the right.
When they get in turbo like this, I don't have what it takes to slow them down. And we don't really have a defense that it's going to take to slow them down. They are really good.
Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. He's
They are really
tackled
good.
right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash
Very
in on
frustrating
this
because
drive.
I'm switching coverages up,
Going to
trying
work
to
in the
play
red
different
zone. They
things
can't
here,
pick
but
up
it's
the
not,
first down
it's
without
not
getting it into the end zone.
difference.
He'll do it himself. He pushes it
It's not making a bit
forward
of
all the way
difference,
to
man.
the
We're
2-yard line.
We are in some
The
big
Pirates
trouble
are
here.
moving quickly down the field. Trying to pound their way in.
Stuff in there.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
There you
And
go,
he
the camera.
just
Great
flat
play.
dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Going for 6.
Yeah, it
Touchdown,
kind of
East
determined that was going to be
Carolina.
called. So.
Fired in from the red
All right.
zone for the score.
We played it the way we
Man,
did.
this offense
We
has
were there
started
in
this
coverage
season off
too.
so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks
21-7
dialed
East
in.
Carolina.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense guys, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing.
They're onto our run game, man.
Coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over,
we don't quite have the athletes.
That ball's not going anywhere.
They're going to
match
saw
it right there. Better play by the defense.
That's kind of our biggest point of struggle. We're going to have
Let's
to
see what they
find
find in the playbook for
trust.
3rd and long from the 43. Davis looking to pass. Forced out of the
Davis
pocket.
is going to get out here. Oh my God, he is
Trying
so
to make
fast. What a
magic
stiff
on
arm
the
from
scramble.
Jaden Davis.
Across
Oh
the
my
50-yard
goodness.
line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds.
That
at the
was
45.
Tremendous help.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
That's going to be a bit
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We're going to get Egbe in the game. See if he can,
Plenty of distance
be a
between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just
I didn't see the other guy there, man.
And picks up the first down.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
It feels that way. Yeah,
and the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
That's another miss on one of the crossers, man.
Time. They'll spot the ball
I
at the 12 after that completion.
Problem or what?
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He leaves it with his
there's Daniel Hill. He's going to break 3 and score. Wow.
Touchdown.
Whatever. I did not expect that one to happen.
He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
He's on pace for 100.
How about the running back?
He's
That's a grown man. Like,
you
could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Kick.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
We'll just sub James Isaac again. I'm sure that by the time it's
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks the tackle. Across
this
the
guy,
35, out of
that
bounds
tight
at
end
the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The RPO game from East Carolina has been
coming out on first down with the play fake.
Unreal. Oh, man,
working on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Big.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side.
Knocked away.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And the Pirates moving quickly to the line.
I had that in mind. It's not often you see a team really utilize their personnel like that.
Works the middle of the field. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Just doesn't seem to.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
Great play.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
Can't get to it, they'll make it 24 to 14.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Have a chance.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And
make it a one-score game before halftime,
nice kick,
and hopefully.
nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Let's make a big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Where we've kind of
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using the quick game.
With the catch.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Play to be made there.
Davis will throw. Going over the top.
Jaden Davis, another miss. I mean, another red throw. I cannot
taking a shot on
believe how
2nd
bad
down.
he's
They're
been in this
staring
first
at
half.
3rd. Trying to pick up a first down.
I mean, he did not miss these throws at all.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Oh, he escaped.
He'll try to do it
Jaden
himself.
Davis gets down.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Now it'll get us to the hat.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10.
We knew we were in for some trouble, but
looking to throw on first down.
Another big play. This team is just allowing
the defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop
it's
back in your zone
how bad
and only
we are
rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun.
You have a game like you do in
coordinator
game one, and you think, man, there's really an opportunity for something here. And then you figure out that you don't have near what you believed you would to this point in this.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30.
Just not good.
Sends it back in motion.
We are flat out not good.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dixon.
There was nothing
Timeout
to do
called
there.
here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and stuff.
this fashion that they have in this first half, we are in serious.
Wants to throw on first down.
We have a serious issue here. Great play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Hagan. And they swarm him under.
The ball back and get
quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get.
Return.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
He's got his man.
Out of bounds.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
We were out of bounds there, so.
Davis looking to pass. Unleashes one deep.
Flag down.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
Where will that give us the ball? First and goal.
Defense trying to be physical in pass coverage, took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the first down.
I can't guarantee that that'll give us.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The official says
I should have went for the fucking end. Dude, how did he miss that, man?
Large, missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
All right, well, we have some
answering to do. And the Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Can't even make a 27-yard field goal, so that's kind of all you need to know about where we are in this
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. East Carolina has it back, in the Purple Pirate offense will go to work.
I mean, just get off the field here.
Starting this third quarter on the ground.
Big play. If you can read the run like that.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Third and long.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion.
Man, we almost had the chance for the pick there, but it's all right. That's a stop.
That's not quite going to be enough, as they stop him 4 yards short of the
ball
marker.
Back.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they
that
slam
was
the
another thing
brakes
that
on
happened in the game last week that we haven't done here.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the
field
field.
position battle.
A blown opportunity, missing that short
We're not doing
field goal
terrible.
on the last
I
drive,
need
and now
more
they'll
out of
try to
Jake
put
Davis
something
right
on the
now.
board
I
here.
really do, and this is the time where we can really turn this game around.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Honestly,
He's going to take off, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough. And you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few times.
There he goes.
There's a big run there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center of the guard. The tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big
quite
game.
break through it.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Couldn't quite break through.
4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons
not
of
a touchdown necessary,
That's where
you know,
it all
but we
starts and ends with
definitely
them, and
cannot
you saw a
have
great
this in
effort
like
on
that last drive.
On the option. Here's the handoff. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
They'll run play action.
I mean, he didn't even get blocked. 73, that's awful. That is awful. You got to take chances. I mean, we were 4th and goal.
At the end of the earth.
That's why I didn't go for the QB sneak, but man, I did not expect that to be that
first
bad.
Down. That's caught. It's Montgomery.
Man.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Pirates will hustle to the line.
This game has been really bad. I mean, we've played miserable ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Pirates are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Pirates, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
That's unfortunate.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They're going to
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He is going
run okay.
nowhere.
It's just when they get
at the line of scrimmage.
They get us on these.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's really beating us to death.
Looking left.
Oh my God, I'm there, man. Let me finish making the play. This game is so fucking crazy with this.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back.
I mean, you watch me read it. You watch me like determine this play, right?
First down.
Big play.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play. But up front, they did not protect him well enough.
Enough.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 16.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Crosby, Mosley.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Right
27-14. East Carolina.
And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense.
See if Jaden Davis can get it going, man. He's struggling a lot in this game.
Last drive, David, getting stopped on 4th and goal. They'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad.
Widener. He's going to break one.
And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. Got a little space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs.
Get forward and slide down.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
There's a lot of work to be done. You know, you were happy about a 90-7 victory. I was, certainly.
But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
This is impressive.
Unloads to the wideout.
This team is really bad in week 2.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Where this team feels like they were too good or what?
And not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Lawson. They make the stop about 4
We are in a position now where I feel like we have to go.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do?
It's been a really bad game,
This a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
What this has turned into.
On 4th down, they're taking to the
Got
air.
him, man. There's Melvin.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be the biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
We've had a lot of chances to bring this game to within a score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter.
And we haven't answered. But
didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hagan. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Hagan. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5.
Should end the quarter here. I don't think they're going to get a snap off. No. 27-21, East Carolina leads the Deeks.
Spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Look at that, man. They're spreading the ball around. Patrick Creighton is no joke in the QB.
Well, you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Got to him.
They get enough.
Took away his first read, and it gave us just enough time. There's McGill.
At the 20.
In the
when it's a
backfield,
play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the heat.
Got to him. Another one.
And the defense gets
Fourth sack of the day, and Rodney Walford in the backfield this time.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Man, this is a chance for us to get the ball back.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Maybe take a lead.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent coverage.
Able to get across the 50, and here we are starting to win field position.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point
much
this
different
time.
Story this week.
One running back in the backfield, and he
All
has
about
it.
trying to just
not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I can't believe
That's
the
a ball that this
miscues this
offense
game
should be able to
has.
complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route.
Made him
Just an
run
inaccurate
right
throw
into
by
our
the
guy. It
quarterback.
killed the timing, and Jaden
It'll
Davis
be
overthrows it
third
by a
and
mile.
long. Davis will
It wasn't even
throw.
close.
Makes the grab
It's
over the
Chris
middle.
Lawson, though. That's first
Moving
down.
deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Demon
We're not
Deacons
done.
come to the
We're not
line
done.
with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give
I
up some
wonder how
plays in
many
the
teams are
passing
truly
game,
going to be able
but
to
you gotta
stop
the
this
run
offense.
first.
That's the question.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Demon Deacons come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on third and short.
Open there. That's
Caught
going
close to the
be close to
marker. It's
first and goal,
Dixon.
but
He'll step
can,
out
in
of
fact, get a
bounds at
first
the
down.
11.
without
Yeah,
scoring a
great catch,
touchdown
but great
here, so.
read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at
You get
all
better
on
in that
that
play
play.
because I think there's an option for me to
A lot of
hold
times
that.
with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to
If I
mess
hold on
up.
to that, Jaden
Not on
Davis
this one.
probably
Watch the
gained a couple
defense
yards, so I
attack
need to hold
downhill,
that play.
go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, wait.
Wow.
The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Chris Lawson wide
Extra
open.
point here will give them the lead.
And for the first time in this game since it
And
was
the extra
7-0.
point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth.
We lead.
So they started that
28-27
drive
late in the
barely
season.
into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll go right back to him.
Did not let me play
And he
there.
finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. looking to move the chains.
Great play. Way to get there. Way to play the right.
He stopped right
Way to play that
there,
RPO correctly.
First down in this defense, trying to preserve the lead.
Darius Jones did what he needed to do.
The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt.
Widener.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his
I
attention
thought he was going to be able to break that one
That
off. But
nifty
another
return sets up
chance
the
to have this
offense
ball
and
at
negates
midfield.
some of the yardage on the punt.
And maybe this is a point where we try to eat up some of this clock.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there.
That
I can
was
throw the ball
not
away.
good.
I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Doesn't feel like much of a...
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair
inside
catch
the 20.
and make it a
That's where our
14,
defense
and they'll be backed up to start
will
this
be so
drive.
fortunate to start.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time
win the
tight
field
game,
position
hoping
battle,
to
and
get
that's gonna
something on the board.
Another big play
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold.
We lived
as
in the
soon as he
backfield in the
got
second half on their rushing attack.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense
makes the grab on the big throw. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. To the ground with the back.
Very good, Jones.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Yeah, they're very...
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
It's just so into this game, man. I feel like I'm not even speaking English half the time.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Wide open.
Finds his back in the middle.
Zone coverage.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Pirates racing to the line in a hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire.
Press coverage, and Mitchell got
all kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Make a stop.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
We do not have anything that can hang with what they're doing right now.
Going to the run, it's Montgomery. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Wofford couldn't get to him.
Running
Man, third and 3 coming up.
And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Screen pass. Can we get to him?
Backfield. It's Montgomery.
Yes, we can.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
We're gonna play
on third down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 21 to Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down.
All we need to do is get
check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat.
I'm not as concerned. I mean, look, we missed that field goal earlier, but sure. But
all down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
There's Lawson.
Makes the grab. It's Lawson.
Okay.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
2-minute timeout.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
With
and
all
the
three
Demon Deacons
timeouts,
in a good
we're
spot here with second and short.
Interested in running the football.
Give
and
to
we
the
should
running
be.
back.
I mean, we've been so good at it. Even in this game, we've still
down, but they'll move the
down.
sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
Daniel Hill.
Turning it on.
It's a big carry, and now we're already pushing field goal range, and we're just going to let this thing happen.
The Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
Daniel Hill down
really
inside
good job by
25
everybody there.
and
Well
timeout
blocked, good run, and a first down.
from East Carolina.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It takes a field goal here. 2 timeouts still for East Carolina, so they're going to have the ability to stop the clock.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Daniel Hill inside the 10.
Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is where they missed.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better.
Right in the middle of the field.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play call are all on the same page.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late.
Wake Forest survives East Carolina.
It's good. The short field goal for the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive.
Played okay down the stretch. Definitely slowed them down a little
just
bit.
coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this. And that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W
we allowed
here?
9 points.
Great job by the
after it was 21-7.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
About the way we finished this game out. 465 yards of offense, 230 rushing yards, 235 passing yards, and we were pretty solid there. Only 78 rushing yards allowed, 2.6 per carry. That's not going to be enough if you're ECU. never turned the ball over, which is a helpful situation. Patrick Creighton, this guy is going to be something else. He is already really good as a computer player, as a CPU player. Added 14 on the ground, a couple sack yardage, so he had some decent runs out of 20-yarder in there. Starting back Leonard Montgomery wasn't bad, just not great. They were pretty fun. They were fun to play. Daniel Hill goes for 125. Jaden Davis goes for 50. Carter Dixon got a lot of run in this game versus David Egbe. But Jaden Davis 25 of 32 for 235. No turnovers in this game. I mean, that's what you like to see. Receivers were good too. 70 for Chris Lawson. Gregory Qualls had 30 yards receiving. He got some run on the ground too. Daniel Hill had a few catches. Zachary Widener. I keep saying Xavier. Zachary Widener. And that's a lot of guys. Those at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players with at least a reception in this game. It's just unbelievable. Defensively, we're always happy to see Darius Jones playing his best football. Cody DeCambra is playing well. 5 tackles for loss for Darius Jones. Another 4-sack game. That's 13 sacks on the season. We're in the backfield a lot on these guys. No turnovers. Any pass breakups, 3 of them. Darius Rowe, Jalen Edmond, and John Mitchell. So everybody doing their part here. Darius Rowe got that one in the line of scrimmage. A good game here in week number 2. A close game. A game that's closer than we should have probably been, but we get a big win there. Our next game is against Tulane, which is going to be a tough one. They're going to be a bit of a pain, but we're not going to play that one today. I have to start getting ready to leave for work, actually, here soon. So we will not be playing that game today, but we will certainly be coming back to this probably tomorrow, actually. I think I'm having a lot of fun, so we'll keep rolling with this. We've got a few guys coming due for the portal. 3, 8... 13, 14, 16. 16 players looking to leave for the portal, and the majority of them are guys that I'm not concerned about losing. So I think Mitchell is the one I'm concerned the most about, but we'll see. We got a long way to go. I'd like to keep Qualls too for Coach Prestige, so hopefully we can keep rolling that forward. Got some coaching skills to upgrade. That's one thing I haven't showed you guys yet. I have maxed out my recruiting on offense as I was an offensive coordinator, so I've already maxed that out in terms of the top tree. I'm not doing that. Now motivator, I have a good portion. I always go for my quarterbacks just because I like quarterbacks my position, so I just kind of go and do what I can with them. Everything else is kind of what it is. Recruiting, let's take a look here. We got another mama coming up, an athlete, dual threat quarterback from Jacksonville, Florida. We're excited about what he might bring to us. So we've got a lot of guys that we're just kind of looking to go after, looking to make a run for, and just see where we're at. We don't have anybody that we're really too high on right now or too heavy to make a move for. But once we get some guys committed or make some moves there, we'll start really looking into stuff like that. But we've got no hours left. I don't particularly have an interest in making a change at anything. So like Cornell Wyrick, not terribly worried about. We're actually going for Sloman anyway, so I'm going to keep my points on Sloman and take them off of him. Other guys that we might be closer to in on. George Nwangwu, but Utah State's putting points on, so we're just kind of keeping them interested. Same thing here. So, I mean, the 10 points coming off really doesn't do much. I'll just give him 5 and leave it there. So, that's where we sit right now with this. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys next time around. We'll be back again, I think, tomorrow. I think we'll get another stream in tomorrow. So, thank you guys, and we'll see you then.